Hi, so as promised, the next video is on my Range Rover, my wife's Range Rover Sports 2016 Autobiography and my Range Rover Vogue Autobiography 2019. Just a quick comparison video of the two vehicles, so without further ado I'll get cracking. You can see the two vehicles here then. So first of all, we've got the Range Rover Vogue Autobiography, which I showed you in the last video. A very nice car indeed, with the silver side blades. No deployable side step bars, because I just don't find I need them or use them, and they weren't an extra on the vehicle when it was spec'd out. And then of course the Range Rover Sport Autobiography. So this is an off colour of it's a combination of silver and gold really, which I think is quite a nice colour. And you can see the one of the differences between these two vehicles. Of course, this is a newer vehicle. It's got the newer headlights, which the newer Range Rovers do have, the Sports and the Vogues. This is a slightly older vehicle, so it's got the older style headlights, much like the 2014 Vogue I showed you in the last video. But a nice sort of grille here, nice black grille, which complements the car. Quite a sporty looking bonnet with these air vents, etc. And then nice Range Rover Sport alloys, although they're curbed. One of the really nice features is this red brake caliper, the Brembo brakes, which are very good indeed. You can just see there the Brembo sign going a bit there. So very nice braking system, very effective braking system, and a nice sporty looking Range Rover actually. I do like this shape of the Range Rover Sport. It's got a good combination of kind of sporty, nice contours on it. The tail lights of course are quite a bit different between these two vehicles. So you've got sort of one red light and a reversing light, fog light there, and over here of course you've got two sets of red lights. Obscured the number plate. So just a nice, really nice car. In the back, the braking systems are smaller of course. And again, the side of the vehicle here, round to the front. So, in my opinion, a nice looking Range Rover Sports. All in all, very nice car, quite pleased with it. We'll have a quick look at the interior on the passenger side before I go around to the driver's side. So you can see here, you've got this nice kind of metallic type metal aluminium style veneer around the vent and the center console, and a nice beige and black color combination here on the interior and on the seats. Actually, a very nice, in my opinion, color combination for the seats, and very comfortable seats actually. One of the things that swung us when we bought this car just over a year ago. So I'll walk round to the driver's side and start it up. I'm not going to show you the rear of the vehicle because we've got a blanket in there. We took the dogs away in it this weekend, and I'll open up the rear. So with the Sport, it only has one tailgate, so one boot if you like, rear boot there. So as that comes up, it exposes the boot, and this is a kind of a pull down cover. Very dirty, it needs a hoover. I'll do that after this video actually. So quite a nice spacious boot, and then underneath here we've got a spare wheel, which is again a good plus when you're driving a 4x4. So one of the things I would say, one of the negatives I would say about this particular vehicle is that because it's only got the one tailgate, as you can see here, if you pile up this vehicle full of stuff, when you open the boot, you do tend to find that things fall out on you. And I had a computer monitor fall out on me and hit the floor at the weekend, which I had to then put back together. Thankfully it still works, but just something to mention. Now, you've got a great view of these lovely speakers here in the back of this car actually, which are very nice. It's a very nice sound system, and this, as you can see there, I've just literally pulled it. It's a nice handle there. You pull it and pull it down and it just catches in. That's quite nice for sort of covering up your shopping and your bags, etc. A bit lightweight though, you won't want to put anything on top of there. but a nice feature to cover up what's actually in your boot. And then you can either close your boot by clicking on this button, or you can use your remote. UK sticker there, just been to Belgium for the weekend, and it drove very nicely actually all the way down to the Euro tunnel and right across France to Belgium. And it's got a really good combination of sort of comfort, speed and manoeuvrability for parking, getting into car parks and around car parks, which is one of the faults I think of the Vogue. So we'll just step into the vehicle now, and we can see straight away really it's a very comfortable vehicle to sit in. You can see the colour combination now. We're sitting inside. It's got a panoramic roof but not a sunroof, so it doesn't open, but it's still very nice to sort of let the light in. And you can also, when it's switched on, I'll switch it on, you can also close it by pressing this button, and a blind will sweep across, which actually is very useful on those hot summer days. So I'm going to stop that there and open it, because just having the extra light while we're making this video is going to be useful and nice. So again, a really nice car in my opinion, a great colour combination. It's a 3 litre V6 diesel, the engine, and just really nice, as you can see. Now the gearing stick is different to the Vogue. It sticks up all the time, it doesn't pop up, and it's not a round wheel. So it's automatically in park. If we start up the engine, put my foot on the accelerator, there's a button at the back here which you press, pull towards you, you have to have your foot on the brake, and it goes into drive. That's now in drive, and you push it to the left, it goes into sport. Now you can either then use these flappy buttons, which I tend not to use, or you can simply drive it in auto mode, and it's a bit sort of sportier and quicker to accelerate. So back to drive, into neutral, and then up to reverse. And then you've got this lovely reversing camera which shows you the back of the vehicle and how close you are to your surroundings. So we'll leave that in neutral, and we press the P button, and that allows us to leave the car idling, and we can look at some of the features. So looking at some of the features then here, and we go to media, and we can see here we've got My Music. So My Music would be where you connect things like your phone, your iPad, auxiliary, USB, DVD, etc. You've got DAB radio, and you've got, which we saw a moment ago, and you've got standard radio. So I'm going to leave it on DAB radio just for some background noise while we're making this video, and just to quickly show you the quality of the music. So you've got these lovely speakers there in the door, another one there, Meridian speakers, and as you saw a moment ago, you've got 2 speakers at the back of the vehicle, so you get a nice quality of sound in the vehicle. You know, it doesn't have the 27 speakers my Range Rover Vogue 2014 had, but still very nice and crisp, and does have the CD player in this particular vehicle, which is nice. My newer vehicle, which we'll go into in a moment, doesn't have the CD player. Now, climate control. So turn that down a bit. Climate control is off like this. You simply move the knob, very much the same as the other Land Rovers or Range Rovers I've reviewed last time. It can turn up, it's got dual, so one can be cooler, one can be hotter, and it's very effective actually. Now the other nice thing about this, which my 2014 Vogue didn't have, is that you can push these buttons here and you get immediately a control for your heated seat. So that's off, and this is cooling. So we've activated the cooled seat now. It's off and heated seat. Press again, and it goes back to the standard standard kind of setting. And of course here you've got seats. Press this, and this has the same functionality as the one we've just got there. This is a shortcut really for getting to the heated seats. And up here we can heat seats, or we can cool them as we wish. And rear seats have got heating, but not cooling in this particular model. Climate, of course. This is where we can control the climate. And it'll get a rush of air coming out of these two vents. So, you know, I'm going to turn it off now. All in all, it's a lovely, solid, sporty car. It's got a great combination of colour here. You've got this kind of silver gold exterior, you've got this beige black interior, and quite a good level of kind of infotainment. Of course, this button's for the rear camera, parking sensors here. And you've got a few other things. You can go home, and we can go to ambient lighting, for example, and this is where we select the ambient lighting in the doors, which we can't really see at the moment, but yeah, a lovely car, and a nice kind of mixture, as I said earlier, of sporty kind of nimble and agile driving performance versus comfort and luxury. There's the dog blanket in the back, which I should have removed before doing this video, but there you go, nobody's perfect. Now this one does only have one glove box, whereas the Vogue has kind of two glove boxes, which we'll look at in a moment. And really frustratingly, I'm going to just draw this to your attention. One of the known faults of these vehicles is you get this light coming on, particularly on the passenger side. So that is to do with the this light here. It's to do with the wiring for the passenger airbag onto the driver's seat. When you adjust the driver's seat, which you do by the controls on the side of the seat, it can mess up the wiring, and you get this light that comes on intermittently, warning you that the passenger airbag light, or the passenger airbag's not working. So I took that back to the dealership where I bought the car, and they had a go at fixing it, and they did apparently replace a module, and it's since come back. So, you know, whether or not they replaced the module or it's indeed, you know, a wiring issue, but it's an issue that's been persistent and persistently a frustration of mine. But other than that, yeah, I mean, a very nice car. And what I've discovered recently by playing around with the menu system here, will it allow me to do this? Why isn't it allowing me to do this? This is a good question. Let's have a look. Menu. Is that you can turn on the adaptive headlights for this vehicle, which I've done now. So both this and the newer vehicle have got adaptive headlights, and what that means is that the full beams will automatically come off and come on and come off, depending on traffic and oncoming traffic from, and that's powered by the sensors at the front of the vehicle. So another feature of the Autobiography I should mention is this lovely suede interior on the arms and on the roof of the vehicle. Very nice to touch and feel. Really is just very luxurious material to have in a vehicle. So that tends to only come on the Autobiographies, this lovely suede material that you can see there. So I think we'll turn that off and we'll step into the other vehicle now. So obviously difference in how the vehicles look. So this is the 19 Vogue Autobiography, and this is the 2016 Range Rover Sport Autobiography. So difference in how they look, both externally and internally, but we'll focus on the external features again. Difference on the grille, the size of the grille. I'll just turn the other vehicle off actually. It beeps and the alarm's set. So difference in the size of the grille, the headlights are different. This newer Vogue has got this very nice contours on the bonnet, and almost kind of a groove here to allow the water to run down. Just a very nicely engineered car. It's got the side blades, of course, which are symbolic of the Vogue, and this particular vehicle's got the silver side blades, which I think are a very nice colour combination. And turbine alloys, which of course are painted black. And then we step towards the rear of the vehicle. You've got these lovely newer style rear tail lights. Again, you've got the Autobiography badge there. Now you can choose not to have that as a factory extra, although it's free to have. And we can look in the rear of the vehicle. And one of the things I didn't do last time actually was show you this. It's a really nice feature of the newer Vogue, is you press a button and that literally will pop down for you automatically, which I'm a massive fan of. So this pops down and you can just see there how nice that is. And this of course comes up. You've got a nice compartment there, and that comes up again, and you've got 2 power, you've got USB for charging, you've got a nice compartment there for storing things, and then of course a button to move it back up. So a really nice feature, and you've got that lovely wooden veneer there, which we can see on the doors here. And again, these controls control the rear seats. So you can see that rear seat is reclined further than the other rear seats, and that they are controlled by the controls on the door here. Some very nice speakers, Meridian speakers again. And I expect that there are some more speakers in the back, just the same as the Sports Autobiography. So then we step to the front of the vehicle, and again, just a fantastic sense of luxury really throughout this car, from the headrests, the padded headrests, you know, the padded seats. I've actually changed the car mats. I sold my other vehicle and I retained the car mats because they're absolutely perfect for winter use. They're sort of hard rubber industrial car mats. So I'll step into this vehicle. This vehicle has done just over 19,000 miles. And you can see here immediately, it's just such a sense of comfort. Whilst the Sport is comfy, this vehicle is significantly more comfortable. And I think really that's what you're getting when you're paying the extra money here, is you're getting a real sense of luxury and comfort and styling. Again, you've got this lovely suede. I'm going to open this up, just bear with me. I think I have to switch the engine on actually. Switch the engine on and automatically the sunshade or the sunscreen or whatever you want to call it will revert back. So that just gives us a lot more light. I'll turn that down for a moment. That gives us a lot more light now. Lost my trace of thought there, my thread of thought. So again, controls on the door rather than the seats. It's the newer vehicle. A lovely wooden veneer, which we saw in the last video. I'll just fish that out. And you've got of course the gear knob here, which pops up, this round knob, and you turn it for reverse. You get a reverse camera straight away. Turn it for neutral for drive. It's gone into drive. And again, turn it again for sport, and that activates the quicker gear changes. And in this model, you've got these lovely metal minus and plus, gear changing sticks. I can't remember what they're called now. So yeah, and really a fantastic stereo system. I'm just gonna show you quickly. We'll probably go on to the same. We'll go on to the same radio station, Jazz FM. I'm a big fan of jazz. So, and we'll turn that up.
For once in my life.
And of course the purple ambient lighting, which I think I've set previously. Just very, very comfortable. Now you do have these arms that come down. I tend not to use them because I find that this armrest is just really enough for me. I turn up, it's comfortable for one arm there, and then the other arm I tend to sort of put up here and leave on there, you know, kind of drive the steering wheel like this. So that for me provides a very comfortable journey and a ride. And certainly for longer journeys, you know, you can step out of it and really feel like you've you've not had such a long journey. Now, I did forget to mention in the last vehicle, there is a fridge in the middle. Now, there's also a fridge in here. You lift up the armrest and you lift up this centre compartment, and you've got this lovely fridge here, and you can operate that by clicking on that, and the light comes on. And that's very effective, actually. So, very handy if you've got drinks or ice creams and it's a hot day, you just want to keep them cold. You've got 2 USB ports there and a micro SIM port. And then of course this comes up and you've got a lovely kind of wooden veneer finish. I'm such a fan of this colour combination. It's not one I would have spec'd out from the factory, I must admit, but having bought the vehicle kind of second hand from a dealer, I'm the 3rd owner of this vehicle, it's really grown on me. This wooden veneer, the black leather and the black dash. My wife says it's very manly. I'm not sure about that, but I certainly think it's a lovely colour combination. And of course this screen, really it tells you about your vehicle, the terrain mode you've got it in. I tend to leave it in auto. Didn't touch on that in the sport, but you've got the different ranges in the sport, of course. And you know, again, push for seats, heated, cooled. The difference is, you know, it's built into this kind of display here. Or push again, it goes back to you know, the climate control. You click on that and then you can power it through the fan. You can click on climate there, and this is where you can decide where you want the fan going, front, etc. Yeah, so a very, very nice vehicle all in all. Now you do have over here, you've got an upper kind of compartment where you can put documents, sunglasses, etc. And you've got the lower compartment, which is not quite as big as the sport, the lower compartment, but still quite big. I've got some Range Rover bits in there which I haven't taken out since I brought it. And you also have on the Vogue, which you don't have on the Sport, is you have this double kind of sun visor, which is particularly helpful on really sunny days. And you can position them like this, of course. So yeah, again, the suede kind of finish, which is very, very nice. So yeah, I think hopefully that gives you a feel. Both lovely cars. For me personally, I'd want a Vogue. I think I've kind of